Feast. And what do you think those old geezers really miss in Florida?
You think the old folks in Florida are going to like these guys?
I don't know what hit me. I'm driving up here and I say to myself, who cares about Florida?
Somebody owned the Chiefs. We go to Florida and I get the money.
In Florida.
I think there are a lot of shysters in Florida.
All right, that's great. Great way to get her cranked up for a Florida Friday, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. Thank God for the arrows.
Yes, I knew I needed to direct everybody. Welcome to Florida Friday. That clip provided by a good friend, Hector, who has his own YouTube channel where he basically keeps an eye on the streets. He's the man of the streets, and he pulls clips of just gold like that.
Oh, he's got some great ones. Absolute great ones. Hello, everybody. Welcome to We Gotta Chase It Again. Yes, Florida Friday. It'll all be Floridians, or at least in the state of. And we got a poll today.
Creed, actually, dude, today's poll brought to you by the people over at Poor Sports League. So your question is, have you subscribed yet to Poor Sports League, Mikey's new channel, by the way? Yes, no, or give me that link, baby. And by the way, the link is pinned right there in the comments over on YouTube. So be live tomorrow, by the way, real quick plug. Live tomorrow with Chris from Trollty Podcast will be joining me for a live episode of Poor Sports at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Set your clocks, watches, and calendars.
No, it will not be that one, Billy. I promise you that.
Dude, that was... Yeah, if I go the rest of the time seeing people die live in front of me, I think I'll be just fine.
If we ever rewatch that, it will be during We Gotta Chase members only.
It had to be like a drunk show because I'd have to get drunk to see this guy fly through the air.
To relive that moment.
Yes.
Roger, thank you for the doll hair getting us going today. The conductor, Roger, Lambo Red. And by the way, you promised somebody that they...
Yeah, I got to put Angela on. I got to put Angela on. Look, I'd say she's going to be conductor. I mean, let's not get crazy. Next thing you know, everybody wants to be conductor from other shows. But she was nice enough to drop 5 bones and said it was for We Gotta Chase.
Yeah, she prepaid. I like that.
Cast and crew. So Angela goes on as well. Florida boys. Red. I know. What a rare appearance. A rare appearance by a very busy woman. The OG wrench.
It's nicer this morning. Well, my entire morning was powerless here at the house. And now it's just dark and feels like it's going to snow.
It is so cold here all of a sudden. It has turned very cold. It was really nice for the longest time, but now, no. I can definitely tell I'm not in Florida. And don't forget, as soon as we're done with this, 5:30, an hour and a half from now or so.
New time.
Creed and I will be doing a members only for the Credence and Bishop Show page on YouTube.
Also, I've made an executive decision.
Executives.
Monday, since court is going to be like, because it is a holiday.
We're
still going to be with you, but we're going to do something a little bit different. And I think you guys will like it.
I think it's the perfect place to do that.
So. Yeah, I think so. So no court on Monday, but we will be on at 1:00 East with something a little different, almost like a scene out of a movie happening in real life. And maybe we'll call it Florida Monday because it does have to do with
it's almost a court case in itself. It's got a little bit of
you're right.
Law enforcement. It's got intrigue, lies, spies, and more. So make sure you're there for that.
Have something to do with the Federal Bureau of Investigations and maybe the CIA.
Oh, Creed, say it ain't so. And the state of Florida? What?
And Florida, yes. And don't forget, Florida Friday presented by Larry.
Larry.
Great to see you. Any big plans for the weekend? I know we're not. Thank God. We're just got
other than tonight watching Friday the 13th movies all night. and doing Poor Sports League tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Robbie Knievel is dead?
Really?
Wow.
Benton?
I'm more upset about that than Lisa Marie Presley.
So ran into Robbie a lot. Yeah, 5 hours ago at the age of 60. He spent a lot of time in Myrtle Beach. As a matter of fact, had a place right across from the Harley shop, which is the old Cromer's. If anybody knows of Cromer's. Harold, I said turn left. If you ever old school Myrtle Beach there. But, man, that sucks. Did we not have him on the show?
We did.
I thought so. That was during the heyday of his reality show. That
He was real big. Yeah, I was able to book that through the TV show. Man, we're trying to pit this truck as hard as we can, but
Well,
you know,
fast.
as good as I do, Creed, a truck with 2 ladders far more difficult to pit than anything else. Leather and Lash is good to see you. I hate peas as well. Oh my goodness! I appreciate.
Are we not pitting because we're going a little bit too fast and somebody's going to die on a head-on collision into woods?
I think because we're going past this rest stop, we're going to give them a chance. But yeah, this is crazy. Very high speeds. This Florida Friday is pretty wacky. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of craziness in this one. It is a true Florida lover's dream, we'll say. And I have gotten word. I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know where it's going to happen, Creed, but I have been told in my ear there's a full truck of melons backing into the studios as we speak. So there could be a melon alert ahead. Just letting you know.
Liz, welcome. You've made great decisions.
At least a really good one. I've never had poke. We call it pork here, but
isn't it pokey? They have pokey bowls.
Pokey.
I could be completely wrong, by the way. I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but they introduced them at Carowinds, and we went and looked at them.
Look pretty gross, right?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Robbie Knievel, 60 years old. He spent his final days in hospice care. He died early Friday morning. That would be today, with his daughter at his side.
And if I remember correctly, when we interviewed him, the guy you saw on TV was exactly the guy you got.
Yes.
It was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He was always on. Always on.
I remember saying that. Us having that discussion afterwards.
Like literally, it was the guy from the show.
We're blasting in front of him.
Oh, wow. Look at the power of that truck. The F-150, I believe it is, Creed, or it could be wrong.
And not to be throwing out slanderous things, but I do believe he suffered some from some things that he was.
Yes, Creed. We all know he broke a lot of bones during those.
Yes, that's what
those jumps.
We'll go with that. Yes.
I always felt like he did way safer jumps than his dad did. His dad did he said, "Hey man, I want you to jump over this bunch of burning U-Hauls. I got it." No practices.
Rather than the Grand Canyon.
Yes. No, I'll do whatever. Just give me something to do. I'll do it. But yeah, wow, we're really having a hard time catching up to this truck.
Thank you.
German trucker doing the Lord's work over in Germany.
Yeah, by the way, German trucker, are you just a German trucker here in America, or are you over in Germany?
I believe he's in Germany. I believe we've not us personally, but the chat had asked him before. I could be wrong though.
Oh, you got Lisa Marie Presley, you got Robbie Knievel. I thought somebody else said actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's like 2 others.
Well, Jeff Beck died just the other day too.
Yeah, Jeff Beck. That's who I had read. That's damn. Mr. Animal, thank you. $2. God bless for the black time.
Thank you guys for the support. Without you, there's no us.
Hector, great catch on that, dude. We've all been there, even sober. I've had a few falls like that too.
I mean, he sent me some good stuff, but today that one just hit me right. I was like, that exemplifies Florida Friday if I've ever seen it. Man, we have got everybody in this chase now.
For real though, a pit scenario with that ladder in the back though, that it could become a very bad flying projectile.
Oh, you imagine if it slings and ladders flying everywhere. quickly becomes a ladder match.
I like how we're blasting through all these different shots too, as far as who's up close.
Yeah, we're going from, I believe also we got this from our new friends over at Pursuit 101. Nice guys over there. I guess we were the only people nice enough to say we would put them on our channel friends list, so to say, because we're the only two channels, Queen's Bishop Show, and we got you the only two that are on his. As like, go check out these cool channels.
Oh, that's cool.
So
yeah,
I guess
like
if you asked anyone else, they probably said, "Who's this? You're not big enough. Maybe you're big enough if you got 10 subscribers to be our friend." All right, we're gonna try it this way. Here we go. We're trying to slow them. There's a pit right into. Quick stop.
All right, the speed was much better on that one though.
That was a loose. Those were loose ladder, especially one in the back. Did you see how it bounced around? So it wasn't even strapped on. Oh, it threw him out so hard, knocked out the female officer. Did you see that?
No, I gotta rewatch that.
They threw the guy out so hard into the female officer, it knocked her down.
Again. I think that the speed was just right though. And by the way, very lucky. Went into what?
This is one of those nice stretches of like 95 where there's just trees on both sides.
Yeah, but they weren't gigantic trees, though. I have a feeling if it was just one big tree, you just went 60 miles an hour into it, would feel different than this bunch. But regardless, it's pretty hard to hit. The ladder doesn't even go flying. It's kind of a nice soft hit.
Watch him throw him right into this female officer and knock her down. Now she's got grass stains on her pants. Here she comes.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, just a few.
Look how they brought the dog up there just so dog could
just
menace him a bit. Little menacing.
Somebody was jamming out with some great music.
If you like good music.
Well, when did Robbie Bachman die? Good God, that's a lot in a small amount of time.
I hate peas. You're bringing me down, man. You're bringing me all this death. Look at this, guys. Yeah, getting a little. Who wants a high five from this guy?
Chris, nothing happened. We have a show here that we do many different things on, and that will be the highlights of today, if you will.
Yeah, it's in here. You just got to kind of wait now. It might be the first thing we do, or it might be the last.
Welcome tonight. I'm Mark Wilson.
And I'm Allie Corey. Thanks for being with us. First at 10, a Tampa man posing as a cop makes 2 fake traffic stops. And in one of them, he stole a handgun from.
What do you think it is about these people with these, trying to, what is it, stolen valor, if you will, in a sense?
I mean, this is even worse than that, Creed, because he's pretending to be a police officer. He's in the moment of being able to really say and do anything he wants. And depending on who he's talking to, some people just do anything you say. They'll comply as much as they can because they don't want to get in trouble. And
Billy, you just reminded me. Yeah, we got the Deadpool live on the Discord, but don't we have to put some rules on that thing?
I said only 1 per person. Now we can't have you up there, somebody up there guessing 80 people.
I'm pretty sure there's multiple guests on
the
there.
driver.
Hours
later, the 26-year-old was caught by a Tampa police officer of another fake traffic stop. Fox 13's Catherine Holly is live for us at TPD headquarters tonight. And Catherine, this is some serious stuff.
Kevin, thank you.
The blessing indeed.
John Inglis is facing 4 felonies and a misdemeanor for impersonating a police officer and making those illegal traffic stops. And it turns out he was violating a protective order when he stole that gun. He was behind the wheel of a gray SUV with flashing red and blue lights.
This subject was impersonating an officer and pulling people over.
John Inglis looked the part, which is why a driver stopped for him on the side of I-75
It's like Redface's brother.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
The arrest report from Florida Highway Patrol says the man handed Inglis his ID and proof of insurance, along with his Glock from the trunk and 3 magazines of bullets. That's when troopers say the 26-year-old jumped in his car and took off.
FHP had given us a bowl.
Got a gun.
We're already on alert to look out for this vehicle.
It didn't take long for a Tampa police officer to spot the SUV near Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. We're told Inglis was in the middle of making a fake traffic stop on another driver when the real officer pulled up.
When the officer pulled up, he had already walked up to the
news.
victims, asked for their ID, asked for their registration, their proof of insurance. And as he turned from the vehicle, he saw our officer had pulled up. He handed the stuff back and then started walking towards his vehicle.
Inglis was arrested, The firearm stolen from the first victim was found inside his SUV,
Oh.
a violation of an active risk protection order issued for the Tampa man.
A risk protection order is issued by the courts when somebody is deemed a danger to have a
I
firearm.
feel like he could pop his collar at any second.
Thank you, Carol. Val, whatever you were asking Mikey, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. There's over 300 of you in here, and the
I'm
chat
sorry.
is flying. So if you guys ever want to get our attention,
Say it again.
It's fine.
Absolutely.
It's fine. Just don't speak in other languages.
Not one who's handsome's here.
Nah.
And according to online court records, it appears Inglis's risk protection order stems from a 2019 incident where he repeatedly kicked the car
Oh,
ahead of
Val. Okay, if that's what it was, all right. I think I found it. No.
Linda, is Mikey's channel covering all sports, or do we know? I'm covering anything and everything sports related.
But it's not like he's going to sit there and
Not going to watch a WNBA game. That's where I draw the line.
nobody watches.
him at a red light and then slammed his car into the back of it. Besides that, most of his criminal record is minor traffic offenses. Allie.
That is scary stuff. All right, Catherine, thank you.
Shout out to Sassy, by the way, Mikey. Shout out to Sassy. Sassy.
To find two men police say robbed a man while he was walking his dog in Boca Raton.
Hey now.
WPTV's Cameron Eppinger has the latest on the investigation and reaction from people
Is
who
she a
live
Kennedy?
nearby.
Well, neighbors tell me for the most part, this is a quiet community and crimes like this are unheard of. So after hearing about what happened over the weekend, they tell me their plan now is to remain on high alert at all times.
We were just absolutely shocked.
Pause that,
An armed
Creed.
robbery in broad
All
day.
right, so an old person has been robbed in broad daylight, Creed, while walking their dog. How is this breaking news? Slow news day? I need more information.
Speaking of which, did anybody find that leopard that was out roaming around, supposedly, allegedly, potentially?
Perhaps.
Dallas? Anybody?
Daylight is raising concerns for neighbors living here in Boca Raton. Police say the victim was walking his dog when two men jumped out of a car, held him at gunpoint, and robbed him of his watch worth $25,000.
Whoa!
It happened.
He had a $25,000 watch on and just out for a little walk.
A jaunt with the dog, Creed. Okay, well, this makes way more sense now why this is being covered. For one,
right?
Old man out walking his dog with a $25,000 watch on is newsworthy now.
Oh, speaking of that, it's a breaking news out of Texas.
No,
My
canceling the rest of the show. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you.
Saturday here along Spanish River Road around 4 o'clock. Police say the pair of thieves were driving a blue Ford Mustang and were wearing sunglasses and hoodies. The victim suffered minor injuries after police say he was pushed to the ground.
When you hear about incidents like this, you become more aware and more cautious.
It's a crime, neighbors say.
I had Bob Barker, I think, back in the day when we were doing radio.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been wishing death on the Queen of England for many years.
They did say it was a $25K watch, right? Not
Yeah,
just a bunch of-
$25,000.
All right.
That's a lot of money to me.
It
I don't know
doesn't
about some of you.
happen, and as a result, they're now taking extra precautions to be safe.
We're just, we're going out together now. We're not going out by ourselves, and we're just taking it where we are not wearing high-end jewelry and things like that.
I'm very cautious. I'm always looking out.
Yeah, I mean, even if you live in a beautiful gated neighborhood, I still would. Why are you walking around with that?
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd put on, if you're going out for a nice dinner or something, not your daily wearing watch.
Right. I mean, and if that is your just daily wearing watch wherever you go, then you definitely
You're running the risk of somebody, but you might as well have money hanging out your pocket.
Right. And you most likely can cover that with no problem. Anyway.
Especially if you look like one of these two people. I'm pretty sure it was not very hard to rob.
I do not walk on the street like right now. No jewelry whatsoever. No watch, no nothing.
Now, this case remains under investigation by the Boca Raton Police Department. If you
Now, that's the kind of stuff that we do, Edward.
You steal my Fitbit, and they're like, oh.
have any information that can help your urge to pick up the phone and call them.
Vincent.
I know some of you are very well off, and $25,000 ain't nothing, but
we are following a just occurred possible attempted armed robbery of a bank, and we're right now.
See, I would rather go into that gated community, find him and his 25K watts rather than be robbing a bank.
So this just happened a couple of days ago. This is a very we're going to have the chase and the apprehension. Then we're going to have the news story explain it to you. And it's a good one. It's a doozy.
Trying to pull them over. We do have aviation, but we wanted to let you know we are going eastbound on Veterans.
Lee
right
County,
now.
Florida.
The vehicle is going to be
The black car.
BMW.
The black BMW.
We have a Florida tag Zulu 55.
The Beamer.
0 Bravo Sierra. It's a 2000.
That's crazy.
Black BMW 2-door. Okay, so the description.
I blame it on Taco Bell.
Mikey, please check your PP, please.
They're approaching Colonial right now. Advise
Oh,
to get ahead
PayPal.
of him. He's now southbound on 75 from Colonial.
This is a very busy high.
Going approximately 80
highway,
miles,
by the way,
85
for a
miles
chase.
per hour. An hour south district 48.
Well, if that's loud for you, but it is for me.
Little warm. $13 to celebrate Friday 13th, Creed.
Hey, I
13
like
big
that.
ones.
I got a hallelujah for you.
We have our south district unit standing by at some of the exits in case he tries to get on.
ABR, thank you for the PP.
Southbound.
Ooh, did y'all hear that?
Line marker 125. Okay, we still have troopers right behind him that should be there anytime. So, did we get the vehicle stopped yet? Yeah, there.
That's a pit. That's a weird
Been
pit,
all
but
right.
that's a
Okay,
pit. Re-wreck that pit real quick if you don't mind.
Watch that again.
Because
Okay,
you see, I think we're trying to box him in at first.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this guy just gets anxious.
Okay.
You see all the officers coming in. They're going to do the
We
box.
have our south district unit standing by at some of the exits in case he tries to get off at some of the exits. But so far, he's still on 75 southbound.
Yeah, I think that was a last minute choice
Yeah,
there.
because they're like bumping and grinding. And then he's like, F it. And he just guns it right into him. And
So, did we get the vehicle stopped yet? Yeah, they're detaining him now. Okay, great.
Retro. Hallelujah. Thank you.
another one bites the dust. Yeah, look at this hardened criminal here, Creed.
Yeah, he looks like a fun guy.
We'll learn a lot about him here in a few minutes.
Flower Girl, you made a damn fine choice. Don't forget 5:30 coming up just after this. We'll do the members only for the. Whoa, wait a minute. All right.
Look at this, right?
That looks like somebody important. No.
Yeah, so I was like, is this the sheriff flying in on the chopper? Look, he's shaking hands and kissing babies.
I'm guessing this guy was wanted for something real bad.
Bank robbery, Creed.
Yeah.
Bank robbery.
Okay, we still have troopers right behind him.
Typically, you don't get the helicopter pulling in with well-dressed.
Tonight, you are watching Lee County deputies stop a guy who they say had just tried to rob a bank. Yesterday, he led law enforcement on a high-speed chase all the way from a bank on Skyline Boulevard in Cape Coral to Estero, Alico Road, and I-75. Police arrested Patrick Schroeder. Tonight, NBC2 Sarah Metz is live outside the Bank of America on Skyline Boulevard after talking with Schroeder's family, who says, yep, he's guilty.
I did talk to his wife today off camera.
What?
He told me everything police are saying happened did happen. He did come to the Bank of America with his rifle. He did try and get inside, but then was confronted by the security guard, and he did try and get away, but that he's going through something. And
His wife really saw him out there, Creed.
Understanding.
We talked to his wife, and she said, yep, guilty as
It
hell.
all started when Bank of America employees declined Patrick
Yeah,
Schroeder.
see, that's what I'm saying. Typically, I don't think just for a bank robberies happen a lot.
I have gone through. I went back and looked at some of the videos from Lee County sheriffs in Florida, and this sheriff is very full of himself. I'm gonna say he is a camera hog.
Okay, so that's why he's landing a chopper.
Yeah,
on the
so
highway to go
I'm gonna
bank
tell
stuff.
you, I'm pretty sure he did that because the cameras were there.
Yeah, it was a big
making
deal.
the news.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make sure he was there doing nothing. I mean, landing in the chopper.
Check.
The 72-year-old man drove to his house not that far away, grabbed his rifle, spray painted the license plate on his car, and came back. They say this time, with a black t-shirt over his head, he tried to rob the bank in front of the Home Depot.
That's terrifying, especially seeing, I work at the paint counter over there, so people act crazy there all the time. It's kind of
The what counter?
Paint, I believe.
Act that way.
But he didn't get far on foot. The bank security guard stopped him at the door.
I'm a nurse, so I work with elderly patients, and it could be sometimes the smallest things can trigger them. We are following a just occurred possible attempted armed robbery of a bank.
So he spray painted his license plate and then came back.
All right, so he went to the bank, and for some reason he had an issue with the bank. I don't know if it was they weren't giving him his money. I'm not really sure.
Okay, so he maybe blew up. Something triggered him while he was inside of the bank doing normal business, and then left.
He left.
Blah blah blah.
Went home, spray painted the license plate, got the pew pew, and then decided he was going to come back. So again, like I said, she said, like his wife, he's going through some stuff. I don't know what he's going through, but yeah. He's going through some stuff.
Then took off on Veterans Parkway, and the chase began.
The vehicle is going to be a black BMW.
From Cape Coral through Fort Myers.
They're approaching Colonial right now.
Then down I-75.
CH, let me ask him. Mikey, do you have an Arnold soundbite for "Get to the Chopper"?
Get to the chopper!
Damn,
There you
dude,
go. Enjoy.
Good job, Mikey. Good job.
Both Cape Coral Police and the Lee County Sheriff's Office on the BMW's tail. They were able to box him in doing a pit maneuver that finally got him to stop. Sheriff Carmine Marcino just happened to be inside of the helicopter.
Bullshit, man. After everything, you guys are going nuts in the chat about this. Dude. I didn't know about it.
Oh, yeah. Just happened to be there.
Just happened to be up in the chopper
gods
at the time. Hey, speaking of Beamers.
Fred Franklin, man.
Yeah, look at this. He's a beaut, man.
You can't hide money.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Franklin's the kind of guy that would also have a $25,000 watch.
I'm watching all the ground, the ground transportation. I'm watching people maneuver and then bring it to closure with no one getting hurt, which is huge.
It's huge, Creed.
Very big. Luckily, no one was injured in the chase, as the sheriff just said. Now, Schroeder's family said he did try and deposit that check multiple times over the last few days. And over
That's
time,
he was trying to deposit a check.
Okay.
They won't let him for some reason. So he goes home, spray paints the license plate, like he said, gets his pew pew, goes back there, pulls his shirt over his head. And they were able to snap a picture of him when he did that. There he is, right there. Pull his shirt up over his head. Long way for that joke, but go ahead.
I think it was worth it.
I think so too.
I am Cornholio. He became frustrated that it kept not going through. We're local today from Southwest Cape Coral. Sarah Metz, NBC.
Maybe it was a bad check. Maybe at the end of the day, we're going to find out this was a bad check somebody gave him. Maybe.
Probably one of those work for me, talking about I'll send you a check and you blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to need you. I'm going to buy that PlayStation from you, but I'm going to need you to also cash this check I'm sending you for $18,000 for a armoire that I'm picking up on. Buy me. All right. So this is a motorcycle chase for everybody that was here for the motorcycle chase.
Yeah, you're gonna see it. Give me just a second.
This is your moment of zen. This is you getting lucky.
Exactly. Hang on just a second.
While Creed's doing that, don't forget. Pick up your Beaver Liquors shirt now over at Pretty Bad Store. Wow, it turned into a car, Creed.
We got a live one, actually. And thank you, my man.
Where he is, Creed.
Well, listen to that voice. If you don't know who it is, then
we'll be coming up to I-35 here shortly.
Oh, the voice of an angel.
Voice of an
Is
angel.
This a sponsored chopper?
He tried to run over a lieutenant at the Oklahoma City Police Department.
Oh shit! They're not gonna let him go then.
No, they're not going to be backing off anytime soon. I don't think.
We're westbound on Southeast 44th coming up to Eastern here. When he came up to close to I-35, he was in traffic, and they tried to catch him and walk up to the car there.
Make sure you share this out and say, hey, there's a live chase going on. No, it doesn't say it. Say they're in Florida, really in Oklahoma.
Drove off and got around and started down Southeast 44 to the east here. And then he got to the east a little ways here, just
say Miracle, Friday the 13th, Miracle. Guys, just FYI, that's them, not us.
Miracle
This is not a chase in California, so we always have to give like this. You know, if it messes up,
this is the only chopper there.
Yeah,
there's not. Let's try ABC. Let's go to CBS. Let's go to Fox.
Yeah, there's no jumping around.
It's this one or nothing.
So that's what we got. Is that I will try to refresh just to see what's
all right. Tinker Tower. Well, they've made a U-turn there now.
Happening here.
I heard is the voice of an angel.
Yeah, but it's not live at the moment.
So they lost the feed.
That's what it would look like.
If you're not watching this live, I know you're not very excited, but we are.
No, that was it.
That was it then.
Tell you what, keep an eye on that, and we can jump back over to the motorcycle one. And if that comes back, we will jump on it. Back to not live now.
Your show already in progress.
Yes, already in progress.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Back to Florida.
Duval.
I think they are.
Yeah, they might. Look, when we were watching that Oklahoma one the other day from the one that kicked off our year,
I'm pretty sure
they have some issues as far as like it going in and out.
Hello, Lily, great last name, buddy.
What a fantastic last name.
So close.
They call that a swing and a miss.
Mikey, can you pull it up? I'm running out of screen space and
Sure.
tabs. Do you have the link, or do you need me to send it?
Send it to me in the private chat, so I ain't looking for it.
On Z-Way. Yeah, if you can just see. You might have to back out of that one and go to their page, though. But
Okay, that's fine. I'll find it.
Jay eating some chow. What's for dinner? Or lunch, depending on where you're at.
Look at this. Way to go, Florida Cop Cam with the editing job.
I mean, most people don't even go after these bikes. Obvious reason.
All right, so they're back live. They've been live 1 minute, and the chase is over.
Oh, the chase is over?
Yeah, he hit something or crashed or whatever.
We try.
Yeah, and they don't even have the crash, which is so terrible.
The Creed framed and missed it.
Yeah, they blew that one.
Let me ask him, Mikey, do you have Borat? Anything from Borat?
Can you spell that?
Wow, is very nice.
Well, that'll work. That's fine. That was pretty fast.
Good enough, Creed. That guy looks like he's one of the chips, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, he does. He's dressed for success. Yeah, True Friday Miracle. Enjoy that live chase. What was that, 2.5 minutes? If that.
Yes, it was. By the way, real quick, if you want to see what happened here, dang it.
Oop, went away.
Yeah, it's all right. There it
In
is.
an industrial area, but he whipped by that truck and he just lost it and couldn't
Hit a
control
truck.
it. Hit the curb and rolled several times here. Oklahoma City.
Of course he did.
Guns drawn.
Yes.
Telling that person to back
Re-rack
away.
it, maybe? Or did we not even?
Yeah, this video is
I
starts.
don't know if he was ejected or not.
Oh my God! It just gets better and better.
Well, it doesn't look like he's in there, and that.
As he was
Well, the door just
taking place
opened.
on this pursuit. Just a
Oh,
little
well.
background as we try to figure out exactly what's going on right now. This suspect apparently was robbed a store and then took off, and that's when the pursuit started.
Oh, he
We are
robbed the
looking
store.
at the end of
Is
this pursuit.
Jim going to go pick up the
Jim,
sheriff
police
and
are
drop him off in
still
the
just
road real quick?
making
I
sure
hope
that
so.
This suspect is not going to.
I hope so.
Let's just hope the cameras were rolling and they're going to
That's right.
release
You know, they
the
gotta be real
footage.
careful because it's something like this when a person refused to stop that many times with guns drawn on him and basically just pulled away. You don't know what he's going to come out with.
Oh.
You know, and they are being very cautious here. They have the roadblock that is Eastern Avenue here.
Hello,
right before
Walter.
you get
This
to
is the
I-240.
aftermath of
It's an
about a
industrial
2.5,
area.
3-minute
So
chase
they
we
now
got to
shut down
watch.
Eastern right now, and they're not. We got traffic coming up from the south.
It sounds like it was one
And they
hell
don't
of a
have any,
good crash.
Officers on the south.
I mean, it looks
side
like it
of
was a
this.
good
I
ending.
can't imagine that. I think they're trying to tell people to stop
Where's the truck that it hit?
and back away here.
I don't think he hit the truck. I think he swerved to
Oh, to get around the truck?
to get around the truck
if he's
and hit the
conscious or
curb
whatever.
and then
But
started
that was
flipping.
a pretty good wreck right there at the end. When he
There's
lost
somebody in that
control,
car for
hit
sure.
The curb, went up on the curb, and then just couldn't. It looks like the passenger door is up. He is coming out. So he is coming out.
Wow, and he's
And he is
walking.
giving up. Jim,
It
as you
blows
were on
my
this chase, did
mind.
you
Criminals
see any
have
more
the
than just
best
one
luck.
person inside that
Look, he's
vehicle?
cleaning up after himself. What a guy.
Oh,
No,
what a
no,
nice
I
guy
did
he
not.
is. Looking at the damage.
I did not.
You
I
see
go
what?
monkey.
You see what that damn truck did to my car?
What's he going to do? Get back in?
Police are telling him to get down.
Get
No,
back
this
in.
isn't,
Let the dog
Oklahoma.
go. Here's the dog. Oh, the dog is on him. The dog is on him.
Oh, he had a dog. Oh, the dog's on him.
Police
That's
have
what I
a
just said,
canine out there,
Jim.
and they are taking him down right now. It looked like he was about to give up.
After an accident like that, he ought
He's
to
going
be.
to try to drive away.
Oh my God, I would think so.
I just can't imagine that. But he refused to follow officers' orders there and tried to get back in the car. And basically, they have now got him under control. They have Oklahoma City and,
he's putting up a
Oklahoma
fight.
Highway Patrol on the scene here.
It amazes me with if
So
I
again, I don't
one
know what
pew
that they
pew.
threw
I
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not sure what they tossed
If I
away
knew it
right
only
there.
had one bullet, I still would be like,
But
whoa,
again, it
whoa,
looks like
whoa,
they
easy,
finally
big
got
boy.
him under control here. And really, the good thing, Amanda, out of all this is nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt except, he destroyed his car. But no innocent
Looks like
bystander
some
was hurt or anything.
landscaping's gonna need to be done.
Yes, love
right
dirt in the road.
north of I-240
Yeah, I guess you're right. Must have
And Jim, right before he went to
out of the way
control several
of the
times
truck, and that's
and
where
came
the
to rest. And they got him
accident
out on
occurred.
Look how
got out
far
on
back
passenger
the
side,
dirt.
refused to
Look how far
police,
he
police
flipped.
orders, and then came around the driver's side.
That's a
Man,
long
and
scene.
it looked like he was trying to get back in
It
to
sure
drive
did.
off again. And that's when they moved in and took him into custody.
Hello, Rose.
Jim Gardner reporting live from
Oh, they call me
You're absolutely
Rose.
right, Jim. It looked like at one point he had his hands up, but then he walked around. Looked like he
All
was going
right,
to try
so
to take
that's that. Back
That's
to
that. Back to the Florida chase we were talking
Florida
about.
cop cam.
Cub Kim.
Florida cop cam. Oh, Sarge.
Let's hope that footage comes out because I want to see that car flipping. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would imagine they would have been rolling while they're up there anyway.
had to
even
have,
if it's,
right?
I would imagine so.
Come on, Jim, put it in.
Well, Mohawk.
By the
Okay,
way, almost
thank you.
400 of you here.
Yeah.
Do us a favor, like the video. We appreciate that.
We had all 4 minutes of it, and the aftermath that they did not catch.
I know. What a great money shot he missed. Look how he's moving right along, man. Like I said, it looks like a episode of Chips.
It really does. I backed it up just slightly.
Ooh, baby. Creed, you're going to just let that roll? Because I've got the wreck.
Okay. Are you able to back it up? Or
Yeah. Let me just pause this. All right, go to mine real quick. So, yeah, they did have cameras rolling. So here is the crash from the chase.
I would say so. Now, if you just happen to be joining us and you missed exactly what happened right before this, we have some of the video. I want to go ahead and play that for you. just so you can see how this all unfolded. Okay, right there. That is
All
the
right, so
chase
where's this?
suspect. And there
Oh,
you
just
go.
clip the back of that car, it seemed like, or just
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Okay, now I can see why old Jim Gardner said, I don't know if he was ejected or not.
I want to go ahead
Yeah,
and play that
man,
for you,
God.
just so you can
Count the
see
flips if you
how it
can,
all
man.
See, when you're at speeds like that, just that tiny little, it just looked.
I don't even think he even touched that. He was just
Might
trying to
not have.
avoid it.
Might not have.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that is all from a
That's
curb.
how it ended, right there. Wasn't sure how this was going to
Wowzers. What a
end.
great
He was
end.
moving
Really
too,
a
man.
miracle that he ended
Wow,
up
he
being
was
able to
moving.
walk out
Yeah.
of that car.
Is it
Out of that
8?
car. Police very cautiously
9 out of
approached.
10.
They had their
That's,
guns
that was
drawn,
pretty good.
didn't know
Yeah.
what was
And
going to
landed on
happen.
its feet. Don't forget too.
Yeah, he could have kept on going.
Got
Look,
stuck to
somebody,
land.
somebody, the food truck's coming over there to see if
You
he's
can
all
see
right.
this is video from just moments ago of police as they first
Well, I hope
pulled up
everybody
on
gets some
his
tacos before.
Hey,
Let's
gee,
go back
wow.
out
Head
now
out.
All
live.
right.
Be good for
Jim
his
Gardner
business.
up in Bob Mills Sky
Damn
News
good for
9.
business.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, so back to this one,
which will never finish today's. We got to chase. We'll be just walking from this right into the next show. The way things are going.
End it right after this one. Mikey the poll right after this.
This one's 16 minutes, so the one after this is only 3, so we'll be fine.
Oh, all right. There's Beaver Liquors.
Ah, get yours now.
Looks like a stunt driver. Yeah, I wonder if it just touched just a little bit, or did they? Oh my God, crystals. Those are just
Yeah, I think he just corrected really fast. I think he just jerked the wheel, and when he jerked that wheel, that was it.
Yeah, just enough to get a little wobbly and go into the curb.
Why couldn't that have been Robbie Knievel's last stunt right there?
Right.
Go out on top. Oh, we're taking a Yui, Creed. We're going back the way we came.
Yeah, doing wheelies, showing off.
Maybe he heard Robbie Knievel had died, and he wants to just, tribute him with a few willies. Did you ever do willies on your bicycle, Creed?
Of course.
I tried. I was never good at it.
Real good on my wheelchair.
Well, that's kind of cheating, but all right. What kind of a-hole are you that you're popping willies there to chase?
That thing almost sounds like a dirt bike, didn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Well, Gary, you were pretty damn cool back in the day with the Stingray. Those Schwinns were awesome. Those old Stingrays were so awesome. But before my time.
I did not realize that cop was that close when he turned around, did the Yui. Splitting lanes like an a-hole. What a professional. Oh, look at that, Creed.
Hey, now, look at that back. It almost looks like a whole ass, doesn't it?
He just makes he just makes me want to dance when I see that ass. That ass. Wow, so many of you here. Good to see everybody staying with us. I let Ragu Monkey apologized in his video.
I know, I like that. Well, because he knows best of YouTube comments. He knows what's going to happen.
I know. And here I am bringing it up again. That was a lot of... His crack started like just below his shoulder blades.
I think it was just a fat back, but I could be wrong. Jim, thank you.
Fun fact, that's what my wife called my girlfriend in high school, fatback.
Was your wife your girlfriend in high school, though?
She wasn't the first one. She was the last one, but she wasn't the first one. Jim, glad to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Well, this is a way more open area. Now we can really open her up, Creed. Put these coppers into dust.
Would have been a great spot to stop and just mosey on out.
Didn't he have like a different jacket on or something earlier? Did he change coats?
Well, the faster he went, he put on race stripe. Race looks like a race flag.
Uh-oh. Fellow biker right there nearby. Yes, I was. Here comes that skank Mikey. Yeah. I was slut shamed all the time. As a young man. Look, it's easy. It happens all the time. If you're going to get away from the cops, a motorcycle is the way to do it.
Well, how about some of them that we've seen that are almost that are actual dirt bikes or quads that won't even turn into grass? They stay on the street. It's the weirdest thing.
I mean, I know around here they rarely chase motorcycles.
Mario, be careful.
Ugh.
Put a little hidden WGAC on there somewhere too.
Look here, Mario. I'm looking to get some ink. What kind of can I see some of your work? Every time I think about getting a tattoo, I'll see somebody with a bad tattoo, and I'm like, shit, I'm not doing that. Have some idiot tattoo me. I remember a guy, I don't know if you were there, Creed. He had to be, but you were probably busy. I think we're at Sharpshooters. And the guy's like, hey, check out this tattoo I got. And he lifted up his shirt. And like the tattoo, we'll say it was a spider web. Each section of the spider web was like chunks of meat started falling out of it. Like the tattoo was falling out of his chest. And I remember Bishop looking like, oh my God, you know, we're staring at this thing. And it's like, as a young Marine, they don't care who tattoos them, but it was literally looking like his chest was rotting away. It was crazy. Oh, it was crazy.
So gross.
Now we're in like a residential area.
Yeah, I'm guessing by his speeds that he may not even know that the choppers are above.
Yeah, they're not putting any. Yeah, the cops aren't even within earshot, but they could be like a mile back, just following the chopper's lead.
Yeah, just have him in the area basically. Because see, he's even. Yeah, I mean, he's stopping it. He definitely doesn't.
I mean, he's doing a dick move and stopping in crosswalks, which is very illegal. Oh, we're on the sidewalk now, Creed.
Oh, all right. For some reason.
We're going to the mini storage.
Yeah.
You always want to leave your stuff at a mini storage that doesn't have a fence around it.
Yes, always good.
Very safe.
Yes.
He's just turned right into it.
Park it there. Okay.
We're gonna hide it in the mini storage. Like pull it into your mini storage and then walk away.
Sure, if there weren't helicopters.
Well, he doesn't know that. He's got a master plan, Creed. He's come up with something so ingenious.
Did he just get a new car, or is that?
That's I believe a copper. He's on the job. Oh, he's laying on the ground, Creed. Either he got really tired or that is a cop. You start splitting lanes, you're putting your life on the line.
Yeah, that's not safe at all.
Yeah.
Figure out.
No fence, no nothing. Come and look at your stuff anytime you want.
His shirt almost looks like something Ricky would wear.
It does. That's a weird storage. Look, it's like a door. It's just like, it's not even like a roll-up door. It's just a door.
A lot of the small, that's just this real small unit.
Whoa, Creed, easy. Guy can't help how he was born.
Closed up Hardee's because we got one on every corner in the South. Oh, look at him. He's driving just like the guy in the bike.
Yeah, stay away from that storage place. How many dead bodies do you think's inside that storage place?
Probably quite a few. Well, they got cameras.
You can hear the chopper telling them where to go. Ah, shit, you got me.
I'm guessing that is his place. There's another bike right there.
Another bike there and a bicycle across the way somebody's working on. Got the bicycle up on racks. I guess so, man. Woo.
Yeah, I think that's it. They were backed off pretty far from it, I would imagine.
We need you guys to like this video because we're getting very close to a melon alert, and I know when that happens, everybody's going to leave. If you don't know what a melon alert is, well, you haven't been here long enough.
And you're about to learn.
You're about to find out what melons are. Oh, wonder what's inside there. He looks in, he's vomiting. The corpse is hanging from the ceiling. He was living in there. Did you see that? It had a curtain.
Oh, I'd be no surprise there.
He's like, if I could just get home.
True, good spot for that.
Oh, pull his head off. Like trying to put a shirt on a kid, and then you can't get it off of him. Stop moving. Oh, wow.
Hey, you have beautiful hair.
Young Wailing Jennings.
Looks a little like Lou, don't he?
Yes. Mr. Morgante. You know, Bishop is working for Terminex now, and I thought, like, he messaged me, said, do you still have ants in your yard? I'm like, yes, I do. And I'm like, oh, boy, he's going to come up here and spray my yard. He's like, you need to buy this stuff, and sends me a link for a $50 bag of ant killing stuff.
Nah.
I'm like, oh, thank you.
Don't kill him anyways. Just moves him to the next yard.
Thank you so much. I mean, it doesn't even look like the guy was on the motorcycle. I think it was a imposter.
Let's have a nice beer gut. Also, that camera's not helping him any. I think it's roundish.
Look at the guy over there. He's trying to put his stolen bicycles back in his shed before the cops notice that they're there. He's like,
casual. Nothing to see here. Just bicycle.
Don't pay me no mind with all these bicycles that I surely have receipts for.
You know, he got a bicycle. He got a bicycle from somebody.
Classic. Give him
Sergeant
the
Buzzkill, look at you, 17 months.
Dang. That's an OG, Creed. That's an OG.
Was he in there? Is it going to be confused? Was he in there? Is it going to be confused?
All they do, they can hurt bad.
The bicycle was seized. I mean, the motorcycle was seized. Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Fatality Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Andrew, thank you.
The morning rush hour screeching to a halt today as police pursue this carjacking suspect believed to be armed and dangerous.
A Sky 10 overhead as that armed suspect ditches the first stolen SUV and carjacks a woman in another attempt to get away.
But he doesn't make it far, diving into the Miami River where police say they were forced to use deadly force. You watched it all unfold live. Right
really?
They pew-pewed him in the water.
All this was seriously hurt. We have live team coverage in the water, standing by with everything you need to know about the suspect. And let's begin with Derek Shore in Miami, where it all went down.
Well, this ordeal lasted for hours. We're talking about a high-speed chase and two separate violent carjackings tonight. That suspect is dead after a standoff. It was a tense standoff that lasted for the better part of an hour. A dangerous, armed suspect bobbing in the Miami River. How he got there was incredible.
Is advising threats to shoot the police and would not be taken alive.
The suspect taking off from law enforcement in a stolen brown BMW SUV, flying through flooded streets, and at one point getting cornered, spinning around, and nearly hitting officers.
Watch out for that pothole.
Damn it!
Oh, that was
67th
That was a hell of a
that
drop.
was a big pothole. Oh
That
my
was a hell of a
god!
drop.
Wow,
Look at
that
that.
almost swallowed the entire car. Billy, thank you. $5.
Mo Billy.
Rip Robbery.
That SUV
Watch
carried a
this.
carjacked
Boom.
on
Damn.
67th Avenue near the Palmetto Expressway from a driver. At some point, for some reason, the suspect dumping that BMW, jumping out.
It's probably
putting
waterlogged.
the driver's face and stealing her black Mazda SUV at Northwest 21st Street and 14th Avenue.
Get the F out of the car right now or I will shoot you.
It was Minerva Castellano, who you see
Yeah.
getting carjacked in the
Yeah.
video, stopped
Take a
on
swim,
her way to
Ragamuffin?
work at the VA.
God,
At first, she
imagine.
didn't know what was happening.
I thought he was an undercover cop that needed my car, and the other officer.
She watched too many movies, son.
Yeah, she
You know
has.
what he looks like, and I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "That's the guy we're looking for."
The suspect. in
I'm an
Minerva
officer. Give me your car.
continued
Yeah.
the chase, winding up under the
Trash
27th
day.
Avenue Bridge on the Miami River, dumping that vehicle and running on foot for some time, disappearing. That is until officers spotted that human buoy, the suspect bouncing in the water but refusing to surrender, despite officers' guns trained right on him.
We began to pull back our uniformed personnel and bring some tactical personnel in to include our hostage negotiators.
But it would seem negotiations would not work. At some point, 9 officers felt it necessary to open fire, killing the suspect.
Subject is being taken out of the water.
9.
And tonight, police are
Nine.
not telling us exactly what led up to those officers opening fire. The
Nine.
Florida Department of Law Enforcement are now investigating this officer-involved shooting. I should mention, our helicopter was told to back off so police could work. So that
Before they
Yeah.
shooting
You
was
got to
not
go. We got
caught on
work
all choppers
to do.
video. No one else hurt in this.
Miami-Dade Mafia. Am I right?
Derek Shore, Local 10 News.
Thank goodness. Derek, thank you.
Ragamog, I was gonna say it kind of looks like a dick. What do you think of that one, Ragamog? What was your thoughts
Yeah, that
on
I think
that?
that's from. I mean, it's a few years back. But what do you think about that? You
I
can't subdue a guy that's practically almost about to drown. If you leave him in there long enough, he's going to come out. He's either going to drown or come out. You didn't have to really pew him, but maybe
calling the air chopper to go, the TV news to
yeah,
go.
maybe it's time for these news choppers to get out of here. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, wink, wink. We got some work to do. Wink, wink.
That's crazy.
That's
It's unheard of, right? I mean, freedom of the press type thing. Like, you need to leave. We got stuff to do. Sadly, Creed, today's poll question has no winner or loser. Unless you're the person that said no. Like 54% of you said no, you would not be subscribing to my new YouTube channel. Sadly, over here on We Got Chase. But 28% of you said you would, and 17% said give me the link, baby. So it's a slight victory and a loss.
Lambo red on a caboose. I like that.
Back that thing up. Am I right, guys? Don't forget, members only coming at you in just about 26 minutes on the Creedence and Bishop Show page.
That's true. You can't taser him, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, throw a net on them, like pull them in like a bunch of scrimps. I mean, just throw it. I mean, he obviously didn't have a pew on him at the time. Wasn't there something else we could have went with? Some bean bagging, some annoying music, maybe. Bring his wife in, let her nag him a little bit.
I mean, he was saying some bad things, like, you ain't gonna take me alive. But
Well, he was being honest because, for goodness sakes, they did not take him alive.
I'm wondering if there was a bunch of news stories about that as far as the, why.
Is
Oh,
there
could
a
have
good-
harpooned him. Good idea.
Harpooning, yes, a good harpooning. Creed, I have more friends over here on Creed and Bishop Show page, by the way. Only 39% of you said, or 38% of you said you would not subscribe, while 38% said yes, you would. So I'm going to go check them numbers in a few minutes and see how many of y'all lied.
Last chance to see the tree, by the way. They damaged the tree this year.
They're going to pull it down.
He's going to cut. They're going to cut it off the back of the truck. It's going to fall. It's just not the same with having that truck there. It sucks. I mean, I understand why. It blew over, you guys, and broke off the bottom. So
this year was not a good year for the tree, but you know what? Next year it can come back and just look really cool.
All right, guys, we're jumping off of here and jumping back on for members only of the main channel, 5:30 East, coming up in just a few minutes. Sarge Buzzkill. Look at that. Look how nice that is. Sarge says,
you'll share. I like that. Sharing is caring.
I heard that.
I just made it up. I don't know how you heard it before.
Guys, thank you so much. All the subs, the likes, comments, most of all, the blessings and the monies. Oh, thank you, Gamer for Life. Mikey says thanks.
Many thanks.
Our conductor is Roger today. Very special thank you to Lambo Red, Angela Liz, German Trucker, Mr. Animal 2000, Kevin with his blessing. It's Kevin Blessing. Cooper, Amy R, Retro, Flower Girl, Jim, Mayor, Billy, Lambo, and Sergeant Buzzkill.
And Julie.
And Julie.
It's a truple, or whatever they call those. A kerfuffle
over there.
We appreciate all of you guys. We'll be back here in just a few minutes for everyone joining us for the members only. Everyone else, hope to see you back here Monday. Or if you've been nice enough to subscribe, see you tomorrow. Me and Chris from the Trollty Podcast. If you haven't checked out Trollty Podcast, they do a lot of great stuff up there as well. Creed, anything we need to know?
Nope. See you at 5:30. Happy Friday the 13th. We'll see you soon.
Oh, that sounded menacing. By the way, where is oh, there it is. Until next time. Yeah, somehow the outro has slipped way down. I don't know. We love you. Bye.
Just do what I tell you.
Thank you, Pamela.
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus.